Cancer, this Mercury retrograde may bring its fair share of challenges, okay? But approaching it with preparedness and mindfulness can minimize its disruptive effects, all right? So if you want to know what you can expect from this Mercury's final retrograde this year, so that you can be prepared to use this time and energy to your best advantage, make sure you stay tuned, Cancer, okay? Welcome back to the Cancerian Vibe. I am TheeBossLadyB. Thank you so much for joining me, okay? I cater to the Cancers here over on the Cancerian Vibe. No matter where you have Cancer in your chart, I'll keep you updated on everything that you need to know. So definitely make sure you are subscribed and you join the Vibe Tribe, okay? Everything that you want to know is going to be down in the description box below, Cancer. Check out if you're interested in a personal reading, my social media, all that good stuff in the description box below, okay, Cancer? But we're gonna get right into what's going on with this retrograde, y'all. If you're paying attention, so the week ahead reading I did, we already kind of touched on, you know, what's all been happening astrologically this week. And oddly enough, the overall energy for the week was mindfulness. So I do feel like this retrograde will kind of be interesting. Let's just say interesting. So I wanted to come in, pull some cards on the energy so that my Cancers, if ain't nobody else on the internet prepared, my Cancers gonna be prepared for this retrograde, okay? Because like I said, it's the last retrograde of the year, you guys. Of course, I'm gonna give you a little bit of Astrolo-tea real quick, and then we'll get into the cards. All right, but we have this last retrograde of the year. And I feel like, honestly, it's really the perfect time. This is really a fortunate kind of retrograde, I'm going to tell you, because it's a perfect time to kind of rest, reset, recalibrate, okay? Get back to you. It's really a big blessing in disguise. It's really a time to kind of just get back to yourself. It kind of goes along with the theme as we're closing out this year, starting a new one. All right, so this is a perfect time to be reevaluating your goals, your passions, your ideas, etc. All right, because this retrograde, it's going to be retrograde in the sign of Capricorn starting December 13th up until the 23rd. And so Capricorn, that's going to be more so dealing around like work and money, your structures, routine. You know, Capricorn is a sign of hard work. So you can kind of see that themes of this may come up around this time. But then Mercury is going to retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius from the 24th to the 31st. And that's really going to push you, you know, with the sign of Sagittarius, that fire energy, into adventure. All right. So there's going to be a shift in the shift, if you know what I mean. Okay. But you guys, this, because we're starting, like I said, we're starting this retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. I feel like, and you know, I had talked about this with you Cancers, and this is why I hadn't put out the video, honestly. And this is why I was leaning to do the video I want to do, but I hadn't put it out yet, because I just know that it feels like there's some type of resistance around, you know, the whole New Year's resolution thing, right? So I feel like, honestly, we're going to put resolutions on hold, so we can really kind of figure out what we want. That's what these next couple of weeks are really going to be about, okay? Discovering, you're going to have time to kind of self-reflect, and it's really going to help you set the intentions for your new year. This is what's going to kind of really set the tone for 2024 for you, because the way you feel today and the way that you feel January 1st may be different. So I want you to be open to the discoveries that you have, all right? This is going to be a really potent time for you to kind of close out unfinished business, Cancer. All right, think about the last time that Mercury went retrograde, in the sign of Capricorn was the end of January, like middle end of January. I think it was like the 18th, 19th, something like that. So think back to that time this year. All right. Think back to what was going on, what was relevant around that time. It could be becoming relevant again. There could be something closing out around that situation. Whatever the storyline was looking like for you around that time, Cancer, could be very relevant again. Okay. So it's like, you know, it may have been the opening act at the beginning of the year. The closing act is coming up. All right. But you guys, and I've been telling you all this too, that this retrograde is happening in our 7th house of relationships, marriage, partnerships. Okay, so this could be business relationships, romantic relationships, siblings, friends, whatever. All right. This is going to be a time, I feel like, Cancer, there's going to be some conflict. I feel like either you're going to be addressing conflict. Conflict could definitely come up in communication because there could be miscommunication. All right. So you want to be very mindful. Also remember this too, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like, you know, just keep that in mind, Cancer. But I feel like you're going to be doing some reevaluating on how you connect with other people, how you connect with friends. There's going to be big changes around maybe your friend groups, around business partnerships. There could be some reconnection. There could be some reconciliation. All right. There could be definitely some coming together, finding harmony after conflict. All right. This could definitely look like on a professional level where there's some things changing with how you connect with your community, your audience, your consumer, whatever that means to you, whatever that looks like to you. If this isn't, if you don't feel this energy that potently, your partner, if you're connected, I just caught 5552, could definitely be feeling this too. Okay, so yeah, big changes around your relationship sector. Okay, I love that at the end of this retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Jupiter is coming out of retrograde too at the end of the month, and I feel like that's opening you up to a big financial opportunity, Cancer. All right, but and this could be for your partner as well, but I just do want to kind of forewarn you that there could be just a little bit of relationship drama. All right. Of course, everyone says with the Mercury retrograde, your ex is going to come back. But this one, it very well could be the case. All right. And I feel like this is a time where you're going to have to make a final decision. Okay. Look, 5 of Wands. I'm glad that it showed up here because somebody that you may be in this space with, that there may be conflict, y'all may not be seeing eye to eye, whatever the situation is, I feel like that's going to either be rectified or it's gonna like finally be like, because it may be kind of hanging in the balance, hanging in the air. There's gonna be some final, it's a wrap, okay? There's some cutting away. We're moving on with our life, we're moving forward, or you know, we're restarting, right? We are, you know, we found harmony and we're able to begin again. I'm not telling you have to take an ex back, but that could very well be the case for someone. And that may be the situation. You know, you have both kind of went through your own journey and are able to kind of return. It's going to be up to you, Cancer. It's going to be up to you to make that decision. All right. For sure. Free will. All right. If you don't get nothing else from this channel, Bridget don't make you do nothing. You got free will. You ain't even got to watch this video if you don't want to. You can click off right now. Okay. Okay. But anywho, if you still here, definitely go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, you guys. I really, really appreciate you interacting, leaving me a comment. I love communicating with y'all in the comments, but leave me a little residue of your energy on the thumbs up button. As we get into the cards, let's see what additional messages, insights, clarity I can give you about this retrograde, Cancer, that you can be prepared. Okay, you ain't out here just don't know what's going on. I done gave you the tea and then some, all right? I'm giving you the tea and some snacks. Don't tell nobody I ain't never gave you nothing, Cancer, okay? All right, let's look at the overall theme, though. What's the overall theme or the energy around this retrograde for Cancer, Spirit? What is this retrograde looking like for Cancer, energy-wise? The theme. Ooh, so yeah, there's going to be some revelations. The sun is coming out. I feel like, too, with the sun showing up, because the 9 of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck, this is definitely a time for you to allow your... I feel like your childlike desires need to come out with, you know, Cancer. What do you, and I feel like that's why I said I'm definitely going to show you all and come back kind of with a New Year's intentions video, not necessarily resolutions, so that you can kind of figure out what it is that you want. Because I feel like that's what's happening here. There's going to be light shed. There's going to be revelations around what it is that you truly want. I feel like, too, I don't know why this gives me the vibe like she's manifesting, like she's dreaming all this stuff, right? In this 9 of Cups. And the sun kind of speaks of material happiness. All right, so this could be definitely where I'm saying there's going to be some type of joy or success from this retrograde. Okay, I know retrogrades, especially Mercury retrograde, kind of gets a bad rep, but this one feels really, really fortunate for you, Cancer. I will say, yes, I do feel like, you know, you may kind of feel the effects of the disruptiveness, and we'll talk about that to see, you know, exactly how that's going to affect you, Cancer. But all in all, this feels like a very positive energy. Okay, like I said, this is really a blessing in disguise. It's coming at the most opportune time for you, Cancer. Okay, what does Cancer need to focus on releasing during this time, Spirit? What needs to be released during this retrograde, y'all? For some of you, it may be an air sign because the King of Swords tried to come out. So, what needs to be released for Cancer during this retrograde, Spirit? And it may end up being a partnership, y'all. It may end up being a partnership. It could even be like with family or something. It does feel like it's going to be in regards to a partnership for somebody. What needs to be released for Cancer during this time, Spirit? During this retrograde, what does Cancer need to release? Ooh, yeah, y'all. Look, the Lover showing up. And see the Six of Pentacles. I feel like, see, Cancer, in this Lovers, you see how these people, it's like they love each other. They're embracing each other. But like one person is like fire. And the other person has the apple in the hand. It's like a mismatch. And I feel like that's where that may be a point of contention for you during this retrograde, okay? Because the Six of Pentacles is the underlying energy here. And I feel like, you know, where you're not giving an even exchange in relationships, that's where you're going to have to make some changes, okay? That's what has to be released. We can't take that into 2024 because, no, we're just leaving it in 2023, okay? So where you're going to be evaluating some relationships, some friendships, some business partnerships, whatever. It's like where you're putting in and not getting an equal return. You know, we're checking our investments. I'm not going to keep putting money into something and I'm losing money. You know what I mean? Think about it when you at the casino. If you keep losing on that table, hopefully something would click in your head and be like, you know what? I'm going to head on out. You know what I mean? Instead of staying there and pouring into something that's not giving you an equal return, okay? At least an equal return, right? And I feel like that's what's definitely happening. This could be in a relationship. And remember, I said you're gonna have to make a choice. The Lovers is here. Some of you may have been avoiding this choice because honestly, you could have been feeling this. I feel like honestly, Cancer, you've been dealing with your relationship stuff for a little bit now. And when I say relationship stuff, I do not just mean romantic, all right? So stay with me here. But you've been dealing with relationship stuff, how you connect with people, how you're relating to people for the past couple of months. And some of you may have been avoiding making the decision that Spirit is really kind of putting in front of you. It's like door number 1 or door number 2. Do you want them in your life or not? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what it's really going to come down to for some people during this retrograde. Like you're going to have to take a hard look at what this relationship is giving or taking from you and make adjustments accordingly, okay? An even swap ain't no swindle. Remember that, Cancer. But if it ain't even, you're definitely getting swindled. So hightail it up out of there. I'm just saying. All right. What needs to be reevaluated? What do we need to revisit during this retrograde, Spirit? You know, Mercury's retrograde is a time of things slowing down, giving us an extra eye to kind of make, look, the Emperor wanted to show up here on top of that. I feel like definitely this could be around decisions, business decisions. But what needs to be revisited, reevaluated? Some of you could be revisiting an Aries, a masculine Aries. Okay, they could be coming back into your life, becoming relevant in some type of way. And with it being Mercury's retrograde, I feel like it's going to be communication via like text, call, email, that kind of thing. What needs to be reevaluated or revisited during this retrograde for Cancer? Revisited or reevaluated. So interesting. So the King of Swords showed up. And remember I said someone could be dealing with that air sign. this air sign, you could have been dealing with them in the past, or there's something about this air sign. They don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but I feel like this person could definitely be emotionally like cold or unavailable, and that's a mismatch for you, Cancer, because you may be like emotionally invested in a situation where someone is not giving the same emotional investment or whatever. And so you may kind of need to reevaluate that. For some of you, this is confirmation to let you know that this air sign may become relevant again, and you may need to revisit the connection, okay? So I'm not saying that any ex that comes back, you automatically need to dead. I actually do feel like you need to hear this person out. Whoever this person is. Now, I'm not telling you if this person, you know, take it how it resonates. I ain't telling you what to do. You got free will on this channel, okay? You got free will. Nothing I say is etched in stone. I am not God, okay? You have the choice whether you want to take this person back, but I do definitely feel like it would be beneficial to hear this person out. Like I said, I feel like they're going to be coming to communicate something with you. They could even be coming to communicate feelings that you didn't know about. Whatever. There could be communication that you just haven't heard, and I feel like it would be kind of okay to hear it out. I'm not saying just because you hear them out that you got to take them back, whatever, but it does feel like someone could be coming in and expressing something that you need to hear, okay? Communicating. Like I said, the air energy definitely makes me feel like it's communication. If that's not resonating for you, Cancer, another way I'm kind of seeing this, what needs to be reevaluated, like I said, you're going to be moving into that Capricorn energy where you're becoming a little bit more serious. I feel like you want to take some things, because the King of Swords, excuse me, y'all, is a very brilliant, kind of rational thinker. Right? And so I feel like there may be some things, some plans, that you may kind of want to go back over the details of, right? That's what I feel like in this King of Swords. And it's like not using your emotion, like making decisions not based out of your emotions, okay? Justice showed up here at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like it's going to be balanced between you and this person. It feels like this is another person, another energy. Like I said, their sign does not have to be an air sign, but definitely very well could be. Heavy on Libra energy could definitely be for you, Cancer. But there's some type of balance that has to be restored. It's like, honestly, you know how like things can go like out of balance or whatever in the world, but it's like things have to come back into balance. If you get what I'm picking up, because I don't know like how else to say it without, it's almost like an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, but not that deep. You know what I mean? It's just like something has to come back into balance and connection. Something's been out of whack, or it could come out of whack during this retrograde, because it's something for you to focus on, something to, you know, pay attention to. And I feel like, you know, because of that, let's see, let's actually just ask what needs a little bit more focus. But I feel yeah, there's just some thoughts I feel like you need to kind of go back over. That's what needs to kind of be reevaluated. There may have been some dreams too that you may have had, like plans. We'll get more insight on that in a second. What needs extra focus during this time from Cancer? What needs extra focus from Cancer during this time, Spirit? Where does Cancer need to give yourself? All right. And that's what I'm saying. Because, yeah, this Two of Swords energy is here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're at a point in crossroads, right? And so this is a time to really kind of lean into yourself. Figure out what it is that you desire. I feel like, too, I love how the sun is, like, kind of trying to peek through, too. I feel like this is a time for you to focus on your accomplishments too, you know. That makes sense as we're coming down to the end of the year. It's kind of like reevaluating your year. Look back on what you've accomplished, how far you've come, Cancer, right? I feel like too, you know, the Chariot kind of speaks about action and like a new journey, right? So, and I feel like this new journey is kind of like the new you in a sense. And so that's what needs your focus, Cancer. All right. You can't right now. You can't put anyone above you, before you. It's like your main focus during this retrograde needs to be you, your development, your expansion. And I feel like doing things that really just ignite your authentic passion, okay? Things that move you forward. This may even, I feel like this may be towards kind of the end of this retrograde, like more so when we're in the Sagittarius energy, because she's like on this motorcycle bike. There may be an opportunity to do something that's kind of daredevilish, or something that you haven't done before, or something, you know, kind of like that. And in that sense, Cancer. So that may be where you want to add a little more focus during this retrograde. Let's see where we can expect interruptions during this retrograde. What interruption will this retrograde possibly cause for Cancer, Spirit? So, Judgment. All right. So look now, because Judgment, I feel like this is clarity, okay? And so you are going to have to, I feel like there's going to have to be a sense of you, like your intuition may not feel as clear and sharp, all right, during this time. Like your gut feelings may not feel, like your judgment may not be that sharp during this time, because there's a lot that I feel like you're still having to question or reevaluate, right? Yeah. And I feel like this judgment kind of speaks to your new goals, like, so, and that's why I say, yeah, I feel like we want to put a pause on the New Year's resolutions or whatever, because Judgment, yeah, could definitely speak to you kind of having this awakening or this transformation. And like I said, I feel like that's really the focus, because you are still in this transformative state, Cancer. And ow. Yeah, but this is definitely giving like new goals, insight around that. And so that could be kind of thrown off during this time. All right. That's where you could kind of be expecting to see some type of interruptions around that. So don't be thrown off by that, because I just feel like you're changing. Okay. That's what's happening. And you're having to make some kind of choices. It's almost like, all right, now you're gonna have to choose between A and B. Like now you're at that path. You saw that Two of Swords where you're at the point of no return. Like you can either go this way or that way. You know what I mean? And your judgment could feel a little off, like you're not able to truly connect. That's why too, with this Mercury retrograde, especially with it falling up under the Lovers, making whatever decisions, like I feel like you want to put extra effort into paying attention to, you know, making sure that you have all the details, making sure that you're making good, sound, unemotional, smart decisions. Okay. That's where you're going to need that extra focus too. Like making sure that you are making those decisions that are right for you, that you're catering to Cancer. I feel like, yeah, but you may feel like it's harder to connect, or feel like it feels, you know what it feels like head fog. Like you could feel kind of foggy, you know. That could be where this interruption is. Let's see. Unknown factors to be aware of. What unknown factors does Cancer need to be aware of during this retrograde, Spirit? Unknown factors that Cancer needs to be aware of. So Four of Swords, staying mindful, okay, Cancer, like I said, because it could definitely feel, I'm definitely getting like head fog, because it's like she's in the same environment, okay? Definitely, and look how they're both outside grounded. I feel like that's going to be key for you, Cancer. If you can't get outside and get on the ground, at least definitely in, you know, taking up a form of like meditation, okay? Mindfulness, definitely mindfulness, meditation. The Four of Swords definitely kind of speaks to your retreat, your rest, your renewal. And that's, like I said, I told you this retrograde is really honestly a blessing in disguise, because it's the best time for you to, the perfect time for you to rest, reset, and recalibrate, okay? This is what you want to focus on, all right? And I feel like the unknown factors here, It's really just the fact of where you feel kind of foggy, like things feel unknown, all right? But I feel like you have to put in kind of extra effort around being mindful. Meditation, that's going to be key for you during this time, okay? Because, yeah, there could be, you know, some inner conflict. I feel like there's a lot of decisions that have to kind of be made coming up into how you want to live your life in the new year, right? And so you are having to make kind of these sound decisions. Things could kind of be moving fast but slow at the same time, if that makes sense. Let's see. I feel like pay attention to in like negotiations, Cancer. Pay attention in negotiations with like other people. That's what I'm saying. Make sure like you dot every I, cross every T, like you're paying attention to the particulars. Okay, because I feel like it might be easy to get something past you in that sense, because it feels like you aren't, like your head kind of is in the clouds. But I'm gonna clarify this. Oop. Okay, 4 of Swords, the moon wanted to slide out here too. See, I feel like this is with your intuition, right? And how your intuition is basically going to need extra focus at this time. And I feel like you're going to have to take, like, you're going to have to be intentional, okay? Because even still, it's like, yeah, with you having to choose, whatever you're choosing between, it's like you got two different opinions in your ear, okay? And I feel like that's what could be kind of throwing you off, or what's the unknown forces that are kind of the factors that are at play here. The fact that there could be other things in your ear, all right, trying to like burden you in the sense. It almost feels like good cop, bad cop, because you see how here in Judgment, it's like the angel is speaking to her, but there could definitely be a sense of like your own thoughts kind of self-sabotaging you. This could be even illusions that, you know, maybe kind of coming up around this time. That's why you're needing to make sure that you take time to like really ground yourself, staying mindful during this time, Cancer. I feel like that's going to be very, 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 very important. Okay, very important. Clarify this King of Swords. More about this. So we got the Hierophant. See, okay. And I feel like with the Hierophant, yeah, this is someone that is kind of traditional. It's like I feel like you may be trying to do something against the grain, and this person is a little more serious. And that may be where you kind of need to reevaluate some things too, where you may have been doing something by tradition or doing it the solid way or whatever. You may have to kind of reevaluate how you're approaching something. I feel like you're going against conformity too, like you're not conforming. That's why clarify the Chariot for Cancer. That's why this is your focus during this time, yourself. Clarify the Chariot and new insight. See, yeah, because the Hangman tried to pop out right there, you guys. And that's what I'm saying. It feels like, you know, it can feel frustrating because there's that lag, or it feels like, I don't know why I heard pregnancy brain too, but it's just giving kind of like that fog that could kind of be a little annoying. But what you do to be prepared for that is stay extra ground, be extra grounded, Cancer. Clarify the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. Ace of Cups. So Cancer, definitely. And I feel like this is you pouring into your own self first, but I do feel like the overflow is going to with this Ace of Cups is going to kind of like spill out into other people, spill out into other relationships. And so that's why it's so important for you to kind of focus on self-love. This would be a really great time for self-care. I don't know, what am I hearing? Not affirmations, but kind of, they're like affirmations for yourself. Self-concept maybe is what I'm feeling. But yeah, it's like, and I love how the sun is kind of shining down over this Ace of Cups, because I feel like this is a new beginning where, look, you're going to be emotionally invested. This could definitely be a new relationship or a new proposal that you're going to have to focus on too, like finding the balance, because there could be some issue with that, trying to find the balance, because, and look at this right at the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna get to it, but yeah, you could be needing to kind of, there's some change in regards to a proposal. This could be even a marriage. This makes sense with it happening in our 7th house. Okay. And this is why you're needing to focus on yourself. Cause it's like you need to be you have to be in a certain place to be able to connect with another person or whatever, however this is playing out. But I do feel like this is going to be new emotions for someone. This could be a new relationship, okay? This could definitely be a new relationship, new feelings coming to the light, okay? Like, that's what it's giving, all right? But like I said, grounding yourself, get grounded in your body and connect back to earth. That's going to be your advice during this time, okay? To stay grounded. And if you can get to the ground, for sure, but definitely this meditation pose where it's butt to ground, okay? If you can get outside and do it, perfect. But and especially, see, the sun is even here too. So I do feel like the sun kind of speaks to, you know, like revelations, joy, right? Happiness, a joyous kind of outcome too. I feel like that's what you want to kind of focus on during this time, all right? And you want to make sure that negative thoughts aren't given the room to manifest. I'm going to pull some practical advice for you though, outside of that, for this retrograde. Advice for Cancers, precautions, advice. That's a lot. Look, okay, but the yellow is really showing up. Solar chakra could definitely be out of balance in some sense. So you could want to do some things that kind of work on that part of your chakra, bringing that back into balance. Remember, Libra, the energy of balance. Advice for Cancers during this Mercury retrograde, Spirit. What advice do you have for Cancers during this retrograde? So get unstuck. See, your third eye chakra, I feel like that's what's going to kind of be take a hit in the sense. It's like it could be a little off, right? Your third eye, it's like things may not be what they seem, you know. I just feel like you want to pay extra attention with that, okay? But get unstuck. It says get past your fear of change and embrace the transformation. And I feel like that's what's happening. You're coming out of this cage, okay? It's time for you to get unstuck. And so this retrograde is going to give you the time to kind of reevaluate where you may have been stuck, where things aren't moving, all right? Where you may have not gotten clarity or need kind of more clarity, right? I feel like that's going to be coming up. But definitely with your third eye, and you know what I feel like too, what's happening is logic could be getting in the way of your third eye, because this King of Swords is like very serious, you know. They're kind of different than the Queen of Cups or King of Cups that is able to kind of use their emotions and more so be an empath, be sensitive, right? So that could be the some advice here too, finding that balance between being highly empathic and sensitive and being very logical and, you know, rational, right? Advice for Cancer: start saving. And I feel like this is coming out because, like I told y'all about Jupiter, there's going to be some type of financial opportunity during this retrograde. And it's like, just because there's an uptake in your finances, don't spend like you got that uptake in your finances. Start putting some aside, all right? And that's what's going to help you feel better. That's what's going to help you live in a different way moving forward too, because you know you like your financial security, Cancer. And when you know you got something in the bank, you're gonna be able to move a little bit different, feel a little different. It makes a difference. It does. I'm gonna say that. So, you know, and this could even be a practical thing. I feel like, you know, Saturn has kind of came in and maybe giving you some life lessons on your money, okay? And so this could be the time where you're having to, like, you're better equipped now than you were when you were dealing with that challenge or whatever. So now you're better equipped to be able to save money if that was an issue with you before. Or, you know, it's just about becoming, I feel like, a little bit more serious too. Advice for Cancers during this retrograde, Spirit. Advice for Cancers during this retrograde. Exercise. So yeah, get and I feel like this is a part of your routine, okay? Like we said, doing things that kind of help promote your highest self. So exercising, staying hydrated, making sure that you're, you know, fueling your body with the right things. All right, drinking lots of water will make a huge difference in the way that you feel. And I feel like, remember too, the focus is on you during this retrograde. So doing things that make you feel good, exercising, moving your body enough, loving yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. Yeah, it's giving Cancer doing a little glow up, okay? Like exercising, they got, you know, your skin clearing up because you're drinking your water, you switching up your clothes, you put, did I not say glow up? You're putting on your make, yeah, it's giving, I'm reinventing myself during this retrograde in 2024. I'm giving different Cancer, okay? Like, that was who I was, this is who I am, okay? Give me one more for Cancer. So look, y'all, this F being nice wanted to come out, and I feel like I want you to, I'm gonna get a good shuffle, but I am gonna say this. Like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. There could definitely be conflict or communication that you need to kind of to navigate during these times. I ain't saying that and you ain't gotta, you know, like you ain't gotta let nobody walk over you. You ain't gotta be nice to the point where I feel like that's what's changing. Okay, why did I hear it? It's no more Mrs. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I mean? So however that's resonating with you in your relationships, so be it, okay? Clear your energy, but look, clear your energy and avoid toxic people. So yeah, Spirit is giving you the chance, all right? Speak now, forever hold your peace, all right? Hang out with people who will uplift your spirit and not bring it down. We talked about that in the 12/12 portal reading that I did. And that could be what's really getting in the way of your manifestations is the people, the things that you have in your energy. Things that really great things are trying to manifest in your life, Cancer, but like you could literally be poisoning it or like pulling up the weeds of what you're trying to plant because of the things and the people that you're around. So I feel like, yeah, you're gonna be doing some reevaluating, okay? You're going to be doing some reevaluating, getting away. I feel like, too, this is someone, like, your habits changing. There's, you know, you may be doing less drinking, less kind of those kind of things that aren't really beneficial to your best benefit, okay? But definitely during this time, you're going to want to make sure, you may even kind of like smudge or use a sage stick or whatever, but you definitely want to refill your energy and reclaim your power. This retrograde could definitely kind of come in and kind of zap your energy, y'all. That's what I had kind of talked about in my short, where, you know, your energy could definitely feel depleted. But make sure that you're doing things that restore your energy, okay? Not further deplete, okay? You want to be in a place where, Cancer, you figure this thing out to where you're able to have like an unlimited store of energy, you know, an overflowing amount, right? And that's the vibe for this retrograde. I'm going to pull a final message for this retrograde and let y'all go, okay? There's more to know than what you currently know wants to pop out here. So look, there's so much more to know, Cancer. It's like you don't know all the answers, all right? But look, balance all dimensions of your life. This is what is having to happen. You're going to have to find in all dimensions, your career, relationships, family, like their balance. It's like, all right, the test is up. Like we gotta recalibrate here. Okay. So someone could be and it's funny that this slid out because I did say, Cancer, I feel like you could be trying to change something up about your appearance. Like, you know, however that is, but spend less time worrying about your appearance. Like, your value does not rest in your appearance, child. That's why I will try to say something just because there do be smart people in the comments or whatever, but like, I'll get up here because it ain't about me, it's about the message. All right, so don't worry about your appearance on the outside. Like, this is really, it's just a body. Like, it's so much deeper than that. Okay, so don't get caught up on the appearance. But look at here at the bottom of the deck, it says don't lose yourself trying to hold on to someone. And Cancer, that's what I feel like someone needs to know. All right, it's time to choose you. Basically, you could have been lost in a connection or a relationship. It's time to choose you. Okay. And this lady, she giving me like she in her black dress, like, yeah, I'm going to the funeral. I've deaded it. And I'm moving on, okay? And because you do so much enrichment kind of fuels into your life, Cancer. All right, I'm loving this retrograde for us. I'm gonna leave it here, Cancer. I really do hope that it resonates for someone. You found it helpful. You use this to your best advantage, you guys, and that this retrograde is a beautiful time for you these next couple of weeks. Talk to me down in the comments. Let me know how you feel this energy already. Let me know. Talk to me. We ain't crazy. We're gonna be here for support, okay? Check out the description box below, all the important information that you want to know. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, you guys. I got 2024 readings coming. I'm gonna take care of my Cancers, okay? So definitely make sure you're tuned in. All right. But in the meantime, in between time, until next time, I love you.